So I'm Mark Schneider, you're watching Schneider Classics, and in good redneck fashion, we bought another car accidentally. As you can see here, I already got a new front bumper for it that I'm going to have to repair. It's cracked right there and a little bit there. Way better than this one. You're gonna go get your tools?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Headlight's broken internally, so we got another headlight, got a spare tire, got a bumper, and I already installed a new rear bumper on it that I got off Marketplace, because you can see the old one over here is broken. Now there is a dent underneath on the bumper reinforcement, but it's just a small dent. It's not something I really care about or I'm not worried about. But you can't have sharp edges on a bumper or anything like that. Like this is a sharp edge. You can't have sharp edges or protruding edges to pass a road safety here. So went and picked up this bumper for 50 bucks. Like I said, I just got to do a couple little fixes on it just to strengthen it. I'm not going to paint it. Way better than this one that's all blown apart in every section imaginable. And the only bit of rust, so today I gotta take this headlight off, I gotta take this bumper off, I gotta take this fender off, and we gotta fix that little bit of rust right there. Because even though this is all dented in, dented doesn't fail, rust fails. Dent does not. And the only reason we're really fixing this car, I gotta put a new badge on the rear, is the fact that she is very rust free. For somehow there is not a lot of rust on this car, so I gotta get to work. Now we do have a couple things mechanically to fix. It does have a coolant leak in this system. This system is a very common problem for a coolant leak. So we will have to change that out here at some point. And I'll probably just order it with new hoses, because why not? Probably not the big hose, but we will replace like this hose and this hose. You can see how there's coolant right coming from there. That's an extremely common leak, is this assembly comes apart, which I can't remember if this is the thermostat housing or not, which I think it is. We'll change that, and then I think I have to change the coolant sensor, give it a very good wash. I gotta get a wash fluid cap for it. Something in the suspension's loose too. We'll figure it all out. Here's the main thing. I bought this car for 500 bucks because the dealership was laying off for him 250 bucks. Did I really want the car? No, I really didn't want the car, but you know, when a cheap car comes up, cheap car comes up. Now, if you have to do the rear bumper on this, it's really easy. It's 3 bolts, one that goes straight up and 2 side, 2 little push clips underneath, and then all of this just kind of just pulls out with those little push-in tabs, like these, the locking tabs. The front bumper, I think, is just a couple bolts underneath, a couple of these up top, 3 bolts in each fender, just like the other one, and the front bumper should come off. Yeah, you're saying take the front bumper off? Sounds good. But with that, life sometimes throws you a monkey wrench. And sometimes you get opportunities. I bought this car to become a demolition derby car because I was like, I can't lose on $500. It's worth about $400 scrap. Yeah, you getting the bumper off?
It keeps.
Sometimes life just throws you a wrench. And because of the fact that we're up in Rust Belt, like we're in heavy Rust Belt. There's no rust on this car. It's the only reason I'm fixing it. Because I don't really want to fix it. I wasn't planning to. And I have a bunch of people who are like, oh, we need cheap cars. Which is a service I kind of end up always providing. Cars are getting expensive up here in Canada. Like crazy expensive. And finding a $5,000 car, because for us to insure a car where we're at, it has to pass a safety inspection. Which means there can't be no rust, no protruding edges, seatbelts have to be good, no check engine light. Suspensional tight, tires have to be over 230 seconds or manufacturer spec. Brakes have to be over 230 or brakes have to be over 2 millimeter or manufacturer over just manufacturer discard spec. So we have lots to do. And just shake it back and forth. Like, okay, straighten the wheel, turn it right. Stop. Good. Turn it off. Nope. Turn the car off. Take the key. No, the key. Key. Turn it. Good. You want to start stripping the bumper off again? Yeah. You want to get the other side? Yeah, get your pliers in there. This bumper doesn't matter if you break it. Yeah? Maybe try and grab it on the side with your pliers. Grab it on the side with your pliers and grab it. Oh, look, you're getting it. Look at that, you got it off. No, that's okay. We need that to actually come out. We still need this bumper because we need to take the grill and the badge off of this bumper and move it to the new one. And see, we got the bumper off, me and you.
Yeah, it's time for that bumper.
No, not yet. We got to take off this headlight. Nope. We only have to take off one headlight. Only this one, because we got to take this fender off. We got to take this off to get to that rocker. Make sense? So now we got to take the headlight off. Yeah, that's the bulb for the marker light. Hey, we're doing good work. We're gonna have to take off this plastic piece that's broken after.
That's my light.
Yeah, you have your light. And maybe we can try and pull out that dent with your pliers. We're gonna get this headlight off, and then we'll get the fender off. So they need a 7 mil for this. Here. You want to pull this? Pull it one way. This way. Yeah, see, it ratchets. But see, you can pull it. Yeah, you're getting it. Now watch. Oh! Look.
It got it off.
Yeah, it comes off.
Not this. Not for this one.
Huh? Yeah, that is the other new headlight. You can see there's a broken piece in this one. And so that broken piece, even though it's not much of a broken piece, will fail inspection. So,
Not on this one.
yeah, but now we gotta take off the fender. So you gotta break the lug nuts free while it's on the ground. And of course, they're swollen. Dad's gonna have to order a set of lug nuts for this thing. These lug nuts are not great. Okay, I have a special job I need your help with here.
What's that?
Taking this fender off. You gotta be careful with it. Can you grab this side? Thank you. Yeah, it's not as great. It's a little worse than Dad was expecting, but that's okay. Alright, so we gotta put the tire back on, then Dad can drop this so I can get ready to cut it out, weld it, fix it. What are you laughing about? Hey, can you grab that like you did to take off the lug nuts here? Can you tighten them?
Is this way? Is this?
This way. Can you get it? Yep. Hey, you got this one? This one. Now we can lower the jack. Yeah, that's safer. Now for road safety here, they're allowed to hit stuff like this with a small hammer. So yeah, that's all no good. And that's why these cars rot out. See all this mud?
Yeah, dude. I can't feel that bad.
Yeah. It's like a cancer. So we'll do a patch from like here forward. You can see there's kind of the good metal. So we'll cut probably about there. Okay, I'll grab the cut saw and we'll start cutting. I'd like to take off the door, but also I don't want to take off the door because then I have to realign it and do all the stuff. Although it would be nice to have some space here. So I think I'm actually going to draw a Sharpie, draw around these. I'm not thinking fully take off the door. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo the bottom bolt, stick a wood wedge in there so I have enough room. I got to take off that bottom trim piece. That's really, it's not horrible. You can see there's good metal up above. Yeah, you can kick it. Go ahead, I don't care. Just watch your foot. See all this dirt and brown?
Yeah, dirt is brown.
Yeah, that's what happens. All this dirt gets stuck in here. All piles up in here through little holes and cubbies, fills up, water moisture gets stuck on the dirt, and it rots out.
And the water rots out?
Yeah, there's not much you can do about it. I'm not going to do like I'd like if it was my car, I'd buy a full panel and stuff like that. I mean, it is my car, but because I'm not going to be keeping this car, we're just going to be doing, I'm going to grab some pieces of sheet metal that I have, weld across top here, because this top metal looks pretty good still. I really don't want to get into all this. Cut across here, come down, cup this, weld it, seal it, call it a day. And know what, it'll last, if it's in the city, it'll last probably 5 years. If it's out down on a country road, it'll last like 1 year. But you know what, this is maybe a cheap car. Because for inspection, you can't have holes that go through, even though this is sealed off and it's not the inner, like it's There's a little bit of inner structure here, but this is all sealed off from the inside cab. Technically, one, you're not allowed any sharp shooting edges for safety. Two, this is counted, even though like this is gray area, this is counted as structural, so it needs to be solid. And three, they don't want any holes in any of the body, even though there's tons of holes for drainage and all that stuff. They don't want any protruding holes out of the body, because they don't want exhaust gases. Yes, you're right in the way. They don't want exhaust gases going into the cabin. So that's why it's got to be fixed. Where they put metal there, would I count this as buying a patch? Like, I would prefer to buy a patch and do it and solid bead weld it and everything else like that. I'm one, on a budget. Two, I want to get this done in a week. I'm lazy. I don't want to do the wiring harness for the door, so the door's just angled up, unbolted, out of the way. Time to start cutting out bad. Hit with the hammer all the loose stuff, all the rotten. Make a nice cut along here, cut down here, cut this all nice and smooth. Then we'll wire wheel it and I'll start getting some sheet metal. This is from a 90s project I did, which is actually Xander's truck, that 90s truck we built. We didn't need, I think this is a front or a rear, I don't remember. On one side we didn't need it. This has been sitting on the shelf. I'm gonna zip this off and see how nicely this fits in here, because then that can save me a bunch of time here. Well, with the door crooked as hell, got all the welding done here. It's not the prettiest. I'm not a welder, I'm a grinder. It's not perfect because the original rocker, as you can come here, has several folds. It's kind of like that, versus this is just flat. And then I triangulated it right there to where the old piece is, and it continues that because it's all bashed in anyways. So where they grind all the welds smooth, because it's not pretty, especially where I'm welding to rust. Like where I'm welding to pure metal, just filling a gap. It's really good, but whatever. All my cuts and pieces and everything. because that's what it was. So that's mostly what I care about. This stuff's way thicker because this is around, I think I videotaped it. This is actually an old, this is cut up and reformed. That's why there's a nice bend right there off the front of the 1500 spare piece of rocker panel. But that means it's like 3 times thicker than the Cruze's metal. Because Cruze metal, you can see right there, the outer skin, it's thin. There's like no thickness to it at all. Versus what we put in, there's some decent thickness to that. No thickness there. So this, you can hit this all day long and it's not a dent or anything. So technically the metal I put into it is thicker and stronger than it, but where it's gonna fail is it's gonna rust. Like, I can already tell there's probably some imperfection with this metal. You know, you can see between the layers of metal there's 3 layers of metal there, 2 or 3 pieces of metal there, because that's how they build structure on these cars, is they just keep doubling up the very thin metal. So it gets stuck between the layers and it'll probably rot, and I can't really seal the welds from inside, all that stuff. So it'll probably rot out again eventually, but for now it's stronger than it was. It's better than it was. That's all I can say. I'll grind it all down. We'll put some fiberglass over it to just strengthen it. Make sure if after you grind all the welds, if there's any pinholes, the fiberglass just kind of fills all that in, just to make it watertight and stronger. And then it also looks pretty. So it's getting dark here. I'm working until this is done because I just want this rocker panel to be done and hopefully get the fender back on tonight. The bumper I will do tomorrow, but I want to get this door back on because it's supposed to rain tonight. I can already feel sprinkles, which is not good. It might rain on me right now, so I'll be working in the rain.